Welcome to another fine day on our vintage survival series. We are going to put some canola in the ground today. Now, in the last episode, you saw me buy a stone picker that I was a little confused about. That stone picker has been sold back for a full refund. And I have decided not to use it. And there's a good reason why. It is a two-piece. That other piece that I had looked at with it does go with it, but they don't hook to each other. They have to be run individually, so you have to go across the field twice, which is not ideal. I gotta double check something here while we're talking. And, well, yeah, I'm not real thrilled with it. Take off that needs rolling. Good, we're getting our double fertilizer state. So we've got stones all over all three of our fields here. Richard was asking me if the plowing this field out was worth it. I would say so, considering it's as big as our other two fields put together, possibly even a little bit bigger, acreage-wise. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So it takes double the time, and it does not work the way it should at all. No! Whoops. It does not work the way it should at all because the first piece, the one that I hadn't purchased, is a rake, a stone rake. So it's supposed to pull not only the ones that are on top, but the ones that are just below the surface, which can also be damaging to your equipment, which is what the other stone pickers do too. They just do it all in one. And then it's supposed to deposit it all right on the top of the ground. And the other piece, the one that we had purchased, is basically just a bucket, like a front loader bucket, essentially, to come along and pick them up off the surface. Where the big problem with it is that the rake has a capacity, a hidden capacity, and you run it until it's full, and then you dump a pile on the ground. Well, in reality, that rake would just put a constant stream out right next to it, like a hay rake. So yeah, I was not impressed. I did give it a try off camera. I will not be using it. Beautiful. As for this field and the trees and everything, I might. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 big trees and one small one sitting here. I might get rid of those too. Whoops, holding up traffic. And expand this field into that area as well. Maximize what we can do. I could also go between this box and the road, but I don't really see good reason to do so at the moment. What I do see, however, is good reason to do this. Split the field, come around, and just polish off this little area real quick. I did a terrible job there. Twice. What I have just realized is that I've started work, because I was looking forward to getting in here and playing this, without actually starting up my AI workers for the day. That's less than ideal. So I'm going to stop right here. We'll shut down. And the next clip that you see will be a time lapse of me doing the rest of this field. And I'm going to do canola in all three. Just same crop across the board. So you guys will see the time lapse of that. And then I'll talk to you again afterwards and we'll see what we're doing next. All right. Well, that is done. And our workers must be getting work done since I'm paying wages and seeing percentages complete for contracts. Did you guys see that traffic jam back there when I was switching between the first and second fields? Holy cow. It looked like quite the bad accident. If I remember while editing, I will put that out there. Speaking of accidents, as I clip the freaking truck. Is there another accident down there? Nope. Alright. We gotta go this way first. Just a little bit. There we go. And then swing it back. Sweet. Job done. We used barely any seed, 19%, but we did use 45% fertilizer. However, I do believe that should mean, yes, all three fields fully fertilized, everything kosher. Imagine if I took all those trees out and made that all field. Hoorah. Actually, I'd probably just go straight across here. I wouldn't bother with this little bit here. Yeah, that'd be nice. But we can't really afford any tree harvesting equipment at the moment. And yeah. Alright, so this guy's going to town here. This guy's going to town here. When this guy that's on 28 is done, he's got to go to 36. Yeah. Nice. No auto drive set up for that yet, but I can do that. That's no biggie. Just gotta decide where. Probably on this back side where I can get 35, 36 both. We'll see. Have to go over there first, of course. See what it looks like. I don't know from the map what the story is right here. Alright. So let's jump out of that. We don't need to fertilize. We need to roll. We don't currently have rollers, do we? Let's look at this. I don't see rollers. Wonderful. Oh, we could also... Fuel? Who the heck just bought fuel? What's that gonna do? Stay on this. Needs lime. 2 of our 3 fields need lime. That's what we're gonna do. I believe we have... Well, I know for a fact we have the capability. But let's real quick check on our workers. Alright, so I put the big Alice here on the plow, since with duals on, it's best set up for it. And put the other John Deere on the cultivator. It should probably have duals on as well, but with those big wheel weights, it's probably going to be fine. Alright. Not reverse, silly. I have no idea what I have in here. Probably fertilizer, if anything. Yep. Alright, so... let's pull up right over here. And empty that out. Wow, it shot those a long ways away. What is our capacity on this? A bag and a half, just over a bag and a half. Alright. Well, I'm going to head down to the store, pick up some lime, and we will figure out what to do contract-wise after I'm done liming our 2 fields. Talk to you guys in a bit. Yep, I'm rude, making that van wait. But I don't care. Alright. So we've done did it. We've done did our liming. So now we're gonna eject the lime. And I got very distracted. Completely forgot to deal with these guys. So let's do that. Collect it, collect it. Cultivating. 14 or 58. $58 is over here. Okay. 14 is right across the road. How about we do them both? I like them apples. Sweet. And we can take 2 more contracts still. Let's see here. We could do fertilizing. Liming. Is that the field right across the road? It is. I think we know what we're doing there, don't we? But I'll have to make another trip to the store. You know what? Let me get the contract tractors over to their fields. I'm not going to worry about setting up points. I'll just drive them over there, get them started, and I'll set up points another time. I'm short on time to record tonight, and I want to get this episode out for you guys. So, let me do that, and I'll see you momentarily. Alright, we've arrived down here at the store. We do have several bags of lime sitting down here. But I'm gonna make another purchase. One that I've been meaning to make for a while, if I can. We have 28,000. Well, let's have a look. No, in here. And it'll be under forklifts. Hoorah, right there. 3 grand. Why have I waited so long? What does modded trans do? I don't know. Stock with winter chains. Huh. Okay, so it's the tractor is reversed, so it is calling the smaller tire the rear. That's what I was figuring out there. Stock with BKT rear is what I think I like. Actually, I like the Agribib 2 with BKT rear. GPS, no. We'll just let it not have a license plate. So that's a nice big weight there and a trailer hitch. And we get a forklift out of it. It wouldn't really be useful as a tractor even with that trailer hitch just because it's only 33 horsepower. But that's alright. Because for that price, let me purchase our fertilizer. Do I want the fertilizer in pallets? I bet I do. Huh, manure. The big bags I bought for lime are definitely the best deal. So 950 or 600 for seeds. You know, that's probably worth picking up a pallet of seeds while we're here. Alright. 750 liters for 1400. 1050 for 1900. Wow. Fertilizer is expensive. Alright. How is it in the big bags? Yeah, still just as bad. I'm gonna go with a pallet. I'm not gonna sit here and do the math. I'm just gonna find a pallet that I like. The price to quantity ratio. That's 750. That's 2 to 1. I don't like that. This is 1.9 to 1. Well, 1.8 something to 1. I think this was the best deal. I'm certain of it. These are almost 2 to 1. Yeah, this is definitely the best deal right here. So I'm gonna buy 4 pallets. So this way we're well stocked. And we'll start off by just getting right into position here. Nice pallet dance. We want to back up just a little though, because we can't grab. Oh well, we can stack them. That'll work. Kill that off. Oh! Wowzers. How's this one for in cab? Actually pretty nice. Wow. Very quick response though. Does it let me get them both? These are some pretty long tine forks. The answer to that is negative, Ghost Rider. Your pallet is too heavy. So we will just spin this guy around like this. We'll go back inside. I don't even want to know what those forks are doing. And this is going to be one of those, isn't it? Alright, I'm going to deal with this off camera. I'll talk to you guys again in a little bit. Alright, the truck has been sent off. Can we see halfway decent? Yes, we can. And this is going to be probably a pretty long trip back to the farm for me. Since we can only do 18, and then only if I manually shift. Where am I going? Where am I going? Just looking down at the speedometer there to make sure that it had taken. Alright, And now I'm going to have to manually shift again. Perfect. Here we go. So as I was saying, this is going to be a long drive back to the farm like this. And I already sent the truck off with everything else. It was very heavily loaded and starting to do the Carolina squat, which is hideous. So I did not push my luck trying to put these on as well. I'm not even sure I could have gotten them on because I haven't tested this to see how high it'll go. Come on, come on. Do it. There we go. Because I would have had to put them on top of the pallets that were already on. You'll see. I had a heck of a time. It took me 3 tries to get everything on without knocking stuff off and making a mess. Fighting with straps. Yeah. Yeah, in the end, it was quite entertaining. Or would have been if I had recorded it, which is why I didn't record it. I look silly enough on my own. I don't need help. So, the plan is, once we get this back to the farm, well, we're pushing 4 o'clock in the afternoon already. It will probably be 4:30 with as slow as this thing is. The plan is, once we get back to the farm, we will probably grab one, or well, no, we're gonna do the lime right across the road. I never did take that contract though, so can I do that quick while driving? Let's see how skilled I am. I think I did it without wrecking. So yeah, we're gonna lime that field right across the road as a contract, and ooh, that's not the roadway. Not familiar with the map yet, obviously. Sign. We'll do that contract, and then that will probably be the end of the episode. Simply because it'll be getting later in the day. However, if it's not too late, we'll grab, yet another contract and keep doing work, because that's what we're here to do. Let's do the farming, do the work. I do quite like this little tractor style forklift. Oh, speaking of, yeah, part of the reason I wanted to use this in this series is that a little town very close to me actually has one. I don't believe it's a Ford. I'm pretty sure that it's either a Case or a Farmall, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm about 70% sure that it's a Case. And if it's not a Case, I think it's a Farmall. It is painted an industrial yellow. Whether or not that was the original paint color is impossible to say. But it does still get used to this day. And it is an old tractor from the 1950s. So it is 80 plus years old. Still in use today. Well, 70 plus years old. Could be 80 plus. My Farmall that's sitting in the backyard there is 81 this year. So could be in its 80s. But upper 70s at the very least. And yeah, I just think it's cool that it still gets used. And it lives its entire life outside right now. They don't park it inside. The only time it goes inside is to grab something to bring it outside. It's used for loading vehicles. I'm not even sure what the place is. I don't know if it's a factory or if it's like a feed store. I have no idea. I've never actually seen it in use. I just know that it gets used because it's the only forklift on the property that I've seen, and it moves. It does not stay in the same place. If I think about it one of these days, I'll get some pictures of it or something. Or maybe even stop in and talk to people and see if they'll tell me about it. Whatever they happen to know. Alright. And we'll just plunk these down right here. Sweet. Even the sound of this thing is awesome. Alrighty. Well, I'm going to park this thing up and get to work. Alrighty, that is another one complete. Come on, scroll. Hate it when it does that. So I was thinking we'd grab a sewing contract, but, well, we could do oats. I don't know what that was all about. It just jumped on me. That was weird. Must have refreshed the contracts. Field 14 spreading lime. That's yet another good one. Man. Alright, anyway. Sunflowers, oats we could do, but I'd rather lime for that much money. Cotton and potatoes and sugar beet. Cotton, sugar beet. Cotton, cotton, cotton. Potatoes. Cotton, sugar beet, potatoes, sunflowers. So oats is pretty much the only thing we can do, and there's not that many fields of them, and they're all very low value contracts. I mean, that's 481 bucks. Is that the same field? 47. Alright, that's for the small field next to the one that we just did. They're just not high value contracts, right? Because it's a lot of small fields part of it, but also sowing oats is just not super high value. Although, if we had more time and we were harvesting instead of sowing, we could do this, which would be nice. Doing these delivery contracts is really nice. But yeah, that's pretty much where we're at with that. I will take this. We are not going to do this one on camera. Just because time. And I don't think you guys probably want to even see more. I just emptied it too. That's funny. Oh, and disconnected. So yeah. I'm thinking what we will do, refill this. Now if I drive over by the truck, it should let me grab more from those bags without taking them off. it does. Beautiful. These are only 500-liter bags, but they're cheap. Perfect. So that gives us what we need for that contract. So I'm going to send this guy off, and I think I'm going to go and do the other cultivating contract myself. Give me a chance to drive the other John Deere and do something a little different. So I will see you guys over there in a time lapse until we're almost done, and that will certainly be, by that point, the end of the episode. So I will talk to you when we're at that point. Alrighty. Here we are at the end of the cultivation contract. You can see the lime going down in the distance there still, which was where we just did our previous, well, our AI worker just did the previous cultivation contract. So that worked out quite well. I was able to set that tractor up, then just jump over into this one, come over here, and get busy. However, the time is quickly fading, and I did say that this would almost certainly be our last work for the day, and that is true. I'm going to get this back to the farm, and then I also have the Alice Chalmers tractor to get back to the farm, and that'll be it for us for the day. Just putting everybody to bed. Probably ought to wash them too. Give them a bath. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Should I cut down that other cluster of trees and expand that field now? Should I wait? How do you guys think I should go about that? Just let me know in the comments. For now, though, that is going to do it. I would like to thank you all for watching, and as always, I will see you on the next one.